波動の96一等加速
Alright, what's going on, guys? WeBull is back again, coming into the showcase on a 105 Lisa at T20. Now, since honestly link slots aren't really too crazy to get nowadays, T20 I think is completely attainable, or at least in my opinion, as long as like you put in the work. She is a Soul Reaper Hollow with a Duru Killer. She has the Quincy Killer. We do have the level 10 SP, and she is a strong attack recharge link. Now, what differentiates this character from like everyone else is that she has so many damn damage multipliers. So we have full stamina damage boost and a damage to lacerate enemies plus 40%, which will get amplified to 80% when she lacerates and when the enemy is lacerated. So keep in mind, it's not even just when she lacerates the enemy, it's literally whenever an enemy is lacerated, she's going to be dealing a lot of damage. So we have the T set as well as the fortification pill and hunting cap. We are rocking a total of how much spiritual pressure? 3507 plus 1347, 4850 spiritual pressure. That's really high. And then on top of that, with the T20, we have the Chad, so some extra full stam there, strong attack recharge, and then Rose, max incentive Aruka, so we are getting a bit of SP from that as well. Now, going into her skills, she does have paralysis and a lacerate on all of her attacks except for her NAD, which only has lacerate, so keep that in mind when you're using your NAD string. The enemies will get lacerated, but they won't get paralyzed. So damage to lacerated enemies plus 40%. This is going to go up to 80 since we do have it from the T20 skill over here. On top of that, we do have Sprinter and Guard Break, which is awesome. Bruiser of 20%. Now for her damage multipliers, we have a Berserker of 40%. We have the damage to lacerated enemies plus 80%. Now, I wonder if this damage to lacerated enemies plus 40% stacks differently, since this is an innate skill and not a normal skill. We'll check that in a bit. I believe that they do stack like math, they do stack additively instead of multiplicatively, but we'll check it out. Devastation 40%. So her damage multipliers, we have full stamina damage boost 50%, Berserker 40% goes up to 56 thanks to the link. Damage to lacerated enemies plus 80%. We have the Frenzy, and then on top of that, we have the spiritual pressure boost when we proc a status ailment. What's cool is that since this character does have the increased status ailment chance against all heart attribute enemies, and she also has increased mind attribute character strong attack damage plus 20%, we have a lot of multipliers. So we have the Berserker, we have the Frenzy, we have the damage to lacerated enemies, the spiritual pressure boost, and the increased mind attribute character strong attack damage built into the character. So 5 damage multipliers here, which is freaking crazy, to be honest. And yeah, so let's take her into IT, see exactly what she can do there. I think we have IT available. I'd rather take her into IT than IZ, to be honest, just because she does have that increased status element chance against all enemies. Perfect. All right, we'll do one run here, and then we're going to take her into IZ and see how she does there. Now, she should be able to one-shot over there, but there will give us a good indication of the type of damage that we'll be dealing. I'll do a ×5 run. We're using link slot potion characters. Excellent. Okay, so here we go. Damage inflicted at full stam 50%. Mind attribute character strong attack damage. Spiritual pressure boost 80%. There we go. It doesn't tell us if it's 80% or not. Since it's separate, I don't know if it's how it's calculated, but we'll see. 46,000 damage. Full screen third. Now her first strong attack is a 1200 by 1200. It is a box. Second strong attack, vacuum into explosion. She deals so much more damage. 7,000, bro. 49,000 with the spiritual pressure boost. She's just dumb, bro. Let me check something out. Perfect. So we did 40,000, right, against the lacerated enemies? 38,666. So we're getting more damage from that damage to lacerated enemies, which is really, really good. Oh, come on. Since she does have the multi-hit second strong attack, her proccing status elements is very, very common as well. There's that guy over there. Keep in mind that these characters are actually immune to paralysis at the moment, so we can only really, we can only lacerate them. So if you're wondering why they aren't having like borderline seizures and stuff, that's just why. Special pressure boost plus 80%. Let's see if we can get the 80% to stick while we're like going crazy on the Ulquiorra. Boom boom, 110,000. I believe that was the second hit too, so that's the damage to the lacerated enemies. Keep in mind she's 1 of 5, and she's just breezing through this. Obviously I could have cleared a bit quicker if I went with like a Zeta Ball. Boom boom. Or if I actually like tried to speedrun, I definitely took my sweet ass time there. Do this. Oh, I didn't do all boosters, and that's fine. She still deals enough damage. Alright. So keep in mind that the boosters only do 10% of your base stats. It doesn't actually calculate in what you currently are wearing. I want to proc. There we go. Check the damage. 45,000 damage to that enemy, and the first strong attack to normal enemies is 20.8k. So you can see there that we're dealing massive amounts of damage if the enemy is lacerated. Keep in mind that we're not even calculating in the fact that lacerate does deal damage over time also, right? Boom, boom. 22,000. Shit hit the top. Yep, nice. Hey, excuse me. Excuse me, had to sneeze. Spiritual pressure boost. I'm gonna wait a bit. When the spiritual pressure boost wears off, get it back immediately because why not? And now we can soul bomb the Ulquiorra with that. Let's check out how much damage we would deal if we also had a killer against the Ulquiorra. Let's try to do the first hit on the Oronkars because they're gonna die in the first hit. Boom boom. 58,000 damage turns into 100,000 on the Ulquiorra. Keep in mind that we do have a lot of strong attack damage multipliers as well. So see, let's just do 60,000 because that's it is what it is. So 60,000, multiply this, and the enemy gets lacerated, right? So we're gonna do a multiply by 1.8 because the enemy now becomes lacerated. So we're gonna be dealing roughly 108,000, which is what we saw on the Ulquiorra. Multiply this by 3 plus the initial 60,000. And let's just say, for the sake of the argument, we have killer for some god-awful reason. Caleb decides to make an IZ or an IT with maybe Quincy's. I don't see them doing this anytime soon, maybe in the next like 6 months, but we'll see. So times 1.6, that's going to be the killer effect because 20% times 3, 614,000 from her special move with lacerate and paralysis, not weakening, no weakened defense, just straight up just raw Lisa damage. That's really, really, really good. This character has a ton of multipliers on her that are just like literally made to just be good. And the fact that she bypasses Iron Guard very easily thanks to her disabler that's built into her character, she is going to be a god when it comes to inheritance trial, even at 1 of 5. Now keep in mind that at 1 out of 5 you're still gonna get clapped up like hell just because the enemies, like with 2,000 stamina, I think the enemies hit you for like 1,500 with this type of defense. 760 defense, bro. This was unheard of back then. It's so crazy to see. Like I was looking at older videos and I'm just like, bro, before link slots, before like the newer accessories, before transcendence, before even level 200, like the stats are just like so low, and we were so happy with like, oh my god, we got 600 stamina, we got 600 attack, and we got 800 spiritual pressure. Oh my god, like Now it's like baseline is just like SP 1300. Well, actually 800 spiritual pressure was like Byakuya, I think. 5th anniversary Byakuya was 800. But anyways, either way, Lisa I think is the best mind character in the game. She might not be as fast as some other characters, but the fact that this character at 1 out of 5 just will completely dominate Inheritance Trial co-op. I don't even want to say by herself, but the fact that she also gives her entire party strong attack damage plus 20%. You're literally, just by her presence, able to proc a bit more status elements, and then on top of that your entire party gets strong attack damage plus 20%, which is really nice. Mind at the moment is mainly just built up of like trying to nad Inheritance Trial. Like I see a lot of people autoing with Rukia and Kisuke's, so seeing a SP based character finally fly into the meta that actually is designed for IT, it's pretty cool to see. And she'll also perform incredibly well in guild quests whenever they do come out with a Quincy guild quest or this current guild quest, right? But I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll catch up with him. Stay blessed, like, comment, and subscribe. If you know, if you enjoyed this video, have a great day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.